Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Peas and today I'm going to be giving my first impressions of the 2026 film The Mummy, or as it's more widely known, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. First and foremost, I've avoided sharing any sort of spoilers or too much deep information about the plot of this film because I don't want to ruin it for you. I just want to give a little bit of a flavour of the film overall.
Can I get 2 slices of pizza?
No.
Of course, honey.
No, you never ever finish 2.
Hello?
Mr. and Mrs. Cannon, I'm Deputy Chief for the U.S. Embassy. Your daughter Katie has been found. She's alive.
Eight years after going missing, Katie is found alive, but twisted, silent, and wrapped in glyph-covered bandages. Her parents bring her home, unaware that something ancient has attached itself to her. As Katie's condition deteriorates, her family are dragged into the chaos, and the house becomes a battleground for possession, resurrection, and escalating violence. What begins as a supposed mummy curse reveals itself to be something far more demonic, which has a bit of an impact on the family overall, but it does force her father to face the guilt of failing to protect her in the first place. So Lee Cronin's The Mummy feels 100% like he was working extremely hard on another Evil Dead film. And someone said, "Lee, mate, you're not supposed to be making Evil Dead. It's supposed to be a mummy film." Lee quickly chucked in some mumminess into the mix and shrugged and said, "Okay, there you go. There's your mummy film, okay?" I was very excited to see the film. I went in with no knowledge of what the film was about. I went in blind, no trailers. All I knew was that it was made by the same guy who gave us Evil Dead Rise, and I loved that film, which is apparently a controversial opinion, judging by some horror forums full of people pretending that they didn't enjoy it. Yes, pretending, as they are wrong. I thought Rise was great, nasty, practical, inventive, and it cracked the door open for spin-offs with the idea of multiple Necronomicons and settings. When I heard about this new mummy film and seeing it was made by Lee Cronin, I was genuinely excited. The only thing I'd seen before watching the film was a still image of the little girl Katie as the mummy, and she looked grotesque enough that I assumed that the film was going to be absolutely feral. The story itself is fine. Strip it down and what you've got is a blend of modern Evil Dead and The Exorcist. It's not really a mummy film at all. It's a possession film with a handful of Egyptian things kind of chucked in on top. Tomb, sarcophagus, hieroglyphs, sure, but the core is a demonic takeover. The film is quite long and people have complained about the runtime, and I agree that it could lose some fat, but trim too much away and you'd simply be left with a straight up Evil Dead film. It already feels so close to Evil Dead anyway that I was looking for Easter eggs throughout the film. I even checked my phone when the film finished to see if there was going to be some sort of, Marvel style after credit scene that would feature Ash or Groovy, but no, there is no after credit scene. As the story unfolds, we get, like an old audio tape, ancient texts, demonic lore, flashes of old drawings from ancient books, essentially imagery that's not a million miles away from the Necronomicon, all leading to this demon called Nasmaranian, who's hanging out inside Katie. There's even a resurrection scene in the film where the character might as well have walked straight out of Sam Raimi's basement. It's a deadite in everything other than name. There's humour thread throughout the film, a quiet, deliberate wink that's clearly meant to land, but I was one of only 3 people in the cinema, and the other 2 sat in complete silence. It felt like the film expected laughter, but because it's packaged as a mummy movie, the audience didn't seem to know whether they were allowed to react in that particular way. The gore is the real talking point. Eyeball trauma, nails snapped off, torn and peeled skin, bites, chunks of flesh, embalming fluid, smashed heads, teeth stuff, entrails, everything is splashed all over the dining room table. It's not as gory as Peter Jackson's Brain Dead because, nothing is, but the grossness is certainly on the same wavelength. I actually laughed out loud because it just crossed into what the actual territory multiple times. There's a scene that takes place at a wake which is pure madness. A priest gets bitten. Katie scuttles across the ceiling. She dives into a coffin and starts messing with a corpse. Soon she's licking embalming fluid off the floor as it pours from the dead body's neck wound. And then the film just moves on to the next scene. No police or other investigations by the people that were in the wake's attendance. And it's multiple times like this where the absurdity takes place and there's seemingly no impact to the world outside of Katie's family's little bubble. Unless I miss something, Katie's powers are inconsistent. Sometimes she can possess people through touch. Sometimes she can control them without explanation. Sometimes she just can't. It's selective in a way that feels like the script needed it, not that it was any particular film story lore. Looking back to it, I still don't understand why Katie was discharged from the hospital at the start of all of this madness. She's wheeled out with 3-inch toenails, wrapped in glyph-covered materials, joints bent into painfully twisted angles, unable to speak, and they just go, "Here you go, back to Mum and Dad." Then, back at the house, the family dragged Katie's wheelchair up a giant staircase. Instead of putting her in a downstairs room, the wheels bash on each and every step. She's really in no condition to be moved, but here's her parents giving her a little more trauma now that she's come home. For me though, I gotta be honest, the weakest point of the whole thing is the ending. Everything gets tied up neatly, far too neatly, and not in a direction that matches the chaos that the film has been building towards. The very end feels tagged on and, it might satisfy some people, but not me, not your old pal Peace. It's a switch your brain off film. I'll watch it again and I'll do a deeper dive once I've digested it properly, but these are my initial thoughts. Right now I think it's a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7. Go in for the gore, have a laugh, don't take it too seriously, don't be expecting a mummy film. And if you like Evil Dead Rise and you enjoy possession films, I reckon you'll have a good time. Did you see Lee Cronin's The Mummy? If so, let me know what your initial thoughts are too. Get them down there in the comments. And if you've got any other recommendations for me, put them in the comments as well. Thank you so much for joining me on this little video, this quick talk, this little bit of chat here. I really do appreciate it. Much love. Peace be with you. Always. And because for me this was probably my favourite line of the whole thing, I've put this little song together with the help of some AI, and it's called Rat-Faced Cunt.
Rat-Faced Cunt! He's the clown, absurd and